Hey, it's Meredith from the Afternoon Drive Show here on 102.1 The Edge. Coulter and Meredith, and I am joined right now by Drew and Danielle, or as you know them better, Dear Rouge. Hey, guys.
Hi,
Hey.
Welcome to Toronto.
Thank you.
West Coasters. How do you like all of our snow?
We actually had to dig ourselves out of like 4 snowbanks over the last 2 days.
We were like,
Yeah,
we have our
it's been
tour
intense.
van for a couple of shows out here, and we have to park on the street where we're staying.
Okay.
And every time it's like, you see every spot, and you're like, you're going to get stuck.
Yeah.
You're gonna get
You
stuck. And we
just-
did.
You just kind of like ride your car up into the snowbank and hope for the best.
Exactly. It's worked out. So well, we love Toronto though, and even this weather's kind of fun in a way from Vancouver. Being from Vancouver, you don't see it very often. So
Well, we love
Yeah.
having you in Toronto. And last night you guys played a show at the Richmond Hill Centre for the Performing Arts. How'd that go?
it was great.
Yeah,
We
it
had
was
a good
awesome.
time. Theater vibes, romantic vibes. We did a couple acoustic songs last night for our fans, the ones that we don't do very often too from our record. So it was
Right.
really a special
And a
night,
bunch of
yeah.
fans brought us candy. We got
Yeah.
like tons
Oh,
and
yeah.
tons of candy.
Yeah, it was
And we basically
brilliant.
walked away like we were
On a
12-year-old
sugar
on
high.
Halloween. And our drummer, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure, ate like 3 Snickers.
Yeah.
Like we just like open the bag and there's like 6 Snickers. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
That's
It was
amazing.
great.
Any of the candy hearts that say like, I love you, be
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah?
A chocolate heart that had pugs on it.
Okay.
Such, yeah,
I saved that one for
very,
myself.
very cute.
That's always
bring
a
it home.
winner.
treats. Yeah.
I love it. So I was looking at a calendar and I realized that it was like we are coming up on within a couple weeks the 1-year anniversary of Phases. Right? Like
cool.
yeah, I remember when you guys were just about to launch it and I was lucky enough to be able to sit down with you guys like the day before in Vancouver. So in 1 year, how do you guys feel looking back on it?
Oh man, it's been a whirlwind. We're so grateful for everything that's happened. Yeah, we had an awesome tour, like a 3-month tour, which was incredible. Lost 2 tour vans to the tour life. Just
Yeah.
broke down. So that was interesting.
It's kind of
many ups and downs.
It was cool because we released the album, but then we did in the spring, and then we came in the fall and did a big tour.
Right.
And we got to meet our fans, play the music, play Phases, and interact with people, and that was like a huge highlight for sure.
When we were talking before the launch, we were talking about how, you know, there might have been a little bit of pressure going into releasing Phases because your last album did so well and then you won that Juno Award that was like, how do they word that again? A
breakout
breakout artist of the year. Yeah. And
Mhm.
so it's like, to release an album after getting that title, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. Do you guys feel like, you know, you did the job?
I think we do. You do what you do. Like we've always said, there's less pressure when you just do the best that you can and you put whatever you can out there. And I think we did that with our album, and we're really proud of it. In saying that, I still think there's also that little voice in the back of your head that's like, oh, you want to make something better, and you kind of put that on yourself. And I think you kind of should, and you should just, you know, take that opportunity to be like, what do I really want to make? And I think we did ask those questions. So, yeah.
So you guys did the Phases tour throughout most of the fall. You took a couple months off for the holidays, but you guys were busy. You guys
Yeah.
did a music video for Chains,
Yeah.
and I want to talk about that specifically. The dog, Wolf. What
The
was
wolves. No,
They're
no
wolves.
dogs. Come on
Yeah.
now, dogs.
it? It looked like a little husky or something.
Getting chased by those pugs.
We should have had like
Yeah,
an ID
yeah.
on the wolves, so it's
Yeah.
like, these are real wolves.
That's what I was
People-
thinking. I'm watching it, and I'm like, it looks like a real wolf, but like, is she legit with a real wolf right now?
Yeah.
How did that work?
It was incredible. I mean, we had the idea for the video to actually get chased by like black dogs. We were thinking something very extreme like that to show sort of just the fear behind running for your life, basically.
Right.
And then the director was like, well, we should get actual wolves. Do you think would you want to do that? And I was like, yes, I want to do that for sure. And we just happened to have this guy that had like 8 wolves.
We know a guy.
And yeah, we know a
We got a
guy.
wolf
Called
guy.
him
We're
up.
now really close friends.
Yeah.
Anytime we have a sweet party in Vancouver, we're like, bring the wolves.
Bring the wolf. Yeah, seriously, please do.
But yeah, and he brought them, and it just worked out so well, and they were amazing. They're very skittish. Like, it was actually interesting. There was only one scene that I was in it actually with them.
Okay.
And the rest of the time there was like 2 handlers per 1 wolf, and they had their, you know, the food ready and their leash. It was really intense.
Though, in another life, this is Danny's dream.
Yeah.
Is to be an
Yes.
actress in an action film,
Right.
like, being like so
Chased,
badass. So
yeah.
this was like close for Danielle. So I'm surprised she wasn't running, but like huge smiles. Like,
Felt like Jon Snow with his dire wolf.
Yeah.
I've met Jon Snow.
Oh, seriously?
I have, and I always brag about it because he was Jon Snow. He wasn't Kip.
Yeah.
He was in this really brooding mood, and
Right.
I went up to him and I said, "Jon Snow." And he was like,
he shook his head at her.
and then he
Winter
sat,
is coming.
And then he sat down and smoked a cigarette, and I was like, "That's awesome."
Yeah, that's the greatest interaction.
it was
yeah, but he was
perfect.
not happy.
No words were spoken from his end.
Yeah, he was just
He
like.
was like,
Just like really
he
sad.
was really,
brooding.
yeah, it was.
But then
true.
later we were like we looked up because we were like we met Kit Harington, I think his name is.
Kit. Oh,
And
right.
and he went through a breakup that night apparently.
Oh.
And so he was
Oh.
like,
Yeah.
we're all at this party. We're
Yeah.
we're a little bit out of it.
That's great though, because you guys got like the ultimate, legitimate, true to the core Jon Snow experience.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally.
Loyal and heartbroken.
Yeah,
exactly,
totally.
exactly.
Let's talk about the new single, Modern Shakedown, because you
Yes.
guys also released that while you were taking a little bit of a break in the tour. Tell
Yeah.
me about the song.
This song it's really special to us for a number of reasons, but we wrote it with a guy who's actually American, but he's living in Montreal.
Okay.
And we spent a week up there, and we were writing songs with him, and this song came out of us, and it was a really organic experience. And one of our favorite parts about the song is that when it gets to the chorus, there's no singing.
Right.
And I've always wanted to have a song like that. It just like, it comes, leads up, and then it's just, we rock out. And it's
Right.
like, we tried stuff where like we should do a chorus or like come in with like big vocals of like, this is the chorus. But the song just has a vibe, and we tried to stick to it with that vibe. So hopefully other people catch that vibe too.
When you guys are writing stuff like that, do you ever take a song like that, throw in what you think should work, and then just like pull it right back out? Like, how's the process work for something like that?
I mean, it's like you're just constantly reworking and reworking and reworking, and we always say we want to do what's best for the song, and so that's what we end up doing. And whatever feels right in the end, that's usually what we do. We're like, it just feels like it wants to do this,
Right.
And that's how we sort of find
And
the finished product.
And some songs come easier, and some songs are more tricky. And this one was like, I think we all knew we were like, we got to keep with this direction. This feels right.
Right. Well, it's amazing. I love it. So you guys made the right call.
Thank you.
If my opinion's worth anything.
Phew.
So you guys have a little bit more touring to do. You're going back down. Oh, you're going across Canada now at this point, right?
Well, actually, no, we're going with Dear Rouge now in March to down into the States.
Oh, down into the
that's
States, okay.
That's our next little run, and then we have festivals and stuff in the summer. But yeah, it's going to be fun. We're really excited to play. We get to play the Troubadour in LA and do some of these great venues that are really well known that we've always kind of followed. So
Yeah.
we're
We love
excited.
Canada, but when you're in the States, because we don't do it as frequent, everything seems a little bit new.
Yeah.
Like we're playing a show in Denver. We've never
Yeah.
played a show
Yeah.
in Denver. So,
So
That's
that'll be
exciting.
great.
Yeah, it's a great way
Yeah.
to see the world too.
Yeah.
You guys are busy, obviously touring, but I couldn't help but notice there was a photo on Instagram, and it looked like you guys were in the studio. And I'm just wondering if maybe you guys are working on new music.
Well, we're always working on new music, and nowadays it's like you write your music as well as record it almost at the same time. It doesn't always work that way, but that's sort of what we've been up to,
And
is writing and recording.
and especially when you release an album, you want to get in the studio and start writing, or at least we do right away, because then we're not doing what we've done before. Like we'll try for like a fresh approach,
Right.
and we feel really clear-headed and like focused on where we want to take the band and what we want to do with Dear Rouge. So
Okay.
yeah, we are always in the studio, always writing.
Cool.
And nowadays, it's not like you need an album to release a song.
Yeah.
So who knows? Who knows what happens?
All
with what we
right,
do.
all right.
Yeah.
I like that little teaser.
Yeah.
I won't keep you because I know you guys want to go out there and explore the city while you're still here,
Yeah.
which does bring me to my last question. You guys have been here for a couple days. It's nice when the tour actually allows you time to like nestle into a city. What are your favorite things about Toronto? You each have to give me one.
Oh,
Yeah, no
Favorite things?
shared thing. Or like place, maybe it's a restaurant. I mean, I saw you guys were at a Raptors game. Like,
yeah. Well, I will say that I love. It's sort of a double answer in a way, but I love going to sports games in Toronto.
Okay.
I love the Blue Jays and love the Raptors. So we love going to games together.
awesome.
And another thing is we are always up late because West Coast time change.
Yeah.
We usually wake up like around noon or so when we're in Toronto. So brunch is like every day. It's like that happens. So there's a spot in Liberty Village called
Mildred's Temple.
yeah.
There it is.
It's
yeah.
so good.
Fantastic place.
Good.
Pancakes.
It's
Very
super rich, but when we're in Toronto, we're like, this feels pretty special.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, guys. We
Thank
love
you.
featuring you on The Edge, and we love it when you stop by. So thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.